Customs and Border Protection officers have stopped a man who was observed to be acting a little suspiciously.
So I'll get you to empty your pocket, so everything onto the bench. Just one phone?
Yeah, that's it.
That's all? OK. We've got an Aussie passport holder. He's come off the VN flight today. He was standing at the carousels. He was watching us rather than watching his bags. So that, because of that kind of unusual nervous behaviour, we're going to have a look and just see what he's got. Where have you been?
Vietnam.
Vietnam? How long were you in Vietnam for?
16 days. I supposed to stay 3 weeks, but my wife got heart attack, so I come back 3 days earlier.
Your wife had a heart attack?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very sorry. Where is your wife now?
Just probably wait for me outside.
She's waiting for you outside?
Yeah, to pick me up.
The reason he came home 3 days early is because 2 days ago his wife had a heart attack. She had a heart attack 2 days ago and now she's waiting outside for you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a quick recovery. And she's now here to pick him up, apparently. And it's just a bit unusual, someone having a heart attack 2 days ago, coming to the airport to pick someone up. When you were young, did you have any trouble with police?
Yeah, a couple of times.
A couple of times? What sort of trouble? What did you do?
I don't know how
Sorry?
some sort of like small heroin, all that.
Small heroin?
Yeah, but...
Using or selling?
Sydney immigration officers are about to interview a man who travelled to New Zealand so he could renew his tourist visa to re-enter Australia.
We have a 24-year-old Chilean male who's just arrived to Sydney this morning. He's been here previously on multiple visas. He arrived initially requesting a 1-month stay and has exceeded those stays. Our concern is that we've located messages that indicates that he may be working, so we need to present that evidence to him.
If he is found to be working, it will be a breach of his tourist visa conditions.
OK, so Pedro, why have you come to Australia today?
Holidays.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And how long are you hoping to stay in Australia?
Like 1 month.
So during this month, what were you hoping to do? What were your plans?
I wanna go to Nusa.
Nusa?
Yeah.
Okay, and have you been to Nusa before?
Yeah.
Did you do any other activities while you were in Nusa? Did you work? Did you...
No, just surf.
Okay. I must caution you, lying will not help you. I will ask you again, have you worked whilst in Nusa?
No.
Okay. What if I present evidence to you to show you that I think you may be working in Nusa? What would you say?
Biosecurity officer Stephanie is inspecting the bags belonging to this passenger who has just arrived from China. She doesn't speak or understand English and hasn't declared any food on the incoming passenger card.
The passengers answered the questions on the card that she read and understood it, starting to find all this food stuff that's been non-declared. Still going through the bags, so we'll have a look what else we find.
There is plenty of food found inside the bag, including raw barley and rice, which are prohibited items.
This is hawthorn berry. It's prohibited. It poses a high risk. There's also seed in the berries.
But it's the unusual contents of this box that pose the greatest risk. In Melbourne, officers have just had a surprising admission from this passenger returning from Vietnam.
Sorry?
Some sort of like small heroin, all that.
Small heroin?
Yeah, but...
Using or selling?
Using.
Using, so no trafficking?
I've been charged for trafficking.
The man explains that even though he was charged with trafficking, the court let him off with community service.
The passenger has admitted to use of heroin and methamphetamine in the past, so that's obviously of concern, and we'll have to go a little bit further into it and find out if he's carrying anything today. You've seen this before? You know this one? Test for drugs. OK, so it looks for heroin.
Okay.
OK.
Yeah.
Have you used anything?
No.
Definitely not?
No.
Good man. All right. Anyone else use your phone?
No. Actually, after I went back there...
He explains that this is not his phone and that it actually belongs to a cousin.
Your cousin's got your iPhone?
Yeah, just for the presents, very close, you know. And then I got
It seems strange that he doesn't want to admit to owning the phone. Maybe the result of this swab test is the reason why.
Did you do any other activities?
Immigration officers suspect that this man, who's on a tourist visa, is working illegally in Australia.
Do you have any intention of looking for work whilst you're in Australia on this entry?
No.
This is one of the evidence off your phone, and I know it's in Spanish, but I've had someone translate that for me. Hi Elba, how are you? Please make sure you clean the bathroom properly, cobwebs. So that indicates to me that you've been doing some type of cleaning, correct?
Yeah, but I don't know. Some people use my cell phone, you know.
Okay.
Like-
It's not just one message.
Yeah.
There's lots of messages, and I've got pages of them. Hi Leonie, it's Pedro. I'm Maria's friend. Please, if I can work this Saturday and Sunday. Thanks, Pedro. I'll send you an email tomorrow.
It was just they stole my cell phone by my hand, so I was like,
Okay, so you're trying to say that these messages are not from you?
yeah.
Yeah, because I
But-
mean, definitely this message looks like it's from you. Hi Elba, it's Pedro. I'm a Chilean guy, 25-year-old, reliable,
Yeah.
hard worker, easygoing, looking for a job in Noosa.
Officer Stephanie has just found a large amount of unidentified insect shells that she believes are cicadas.
Oh, there's no insides to them, but the whole shell's there, the legs, the body, the eyes. There's quite a lot here. And a pretty big deal that there's this much raw material also.
The officer wants to know why the passenger is bringing the shells into the country.
What do you do?
Communication is proving difficult, so supervising officer Tina steps in to help translate.
I'm Cantonese speaking，我都係講廣東話。
The passenger verifies that they are cicada shells and, combined with the various teas, are for her friend's new baby.
And they are going to boil all this with water for maybe a couple of hours, and then let the baby drink, and then will help the baby to have better appetite.
The shells could be classified for medicinal use, but the woman is told they pose far too much of a risk to be allowed in.
It is an animal. It is the skin. It is the outer layer of a cicada.
Now, Officer Tina needs to identify the other suspicious items.
There's some contaminants inside the tea bag, so I guess we have to seize this one as well.
The passenger realizes the biosecurity risk and happily surrenders the teas and cicada shells.
I don't think she intentionally tried to bring prohibited quarantine risk material into Australia.
Cicada to Chinese is good for babies, but to us, it's very uncommon. You bring an animal product, but to Chinese tradition, this is a good stuff.
At Sydney's container examination facility, a shipping container has arrived from Chile carrying 4 pallets of wine. This consignment has been targeted for an examination by Customs and Border Protection officers, and it's showing some inconsistencies.
We've got a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. It's 2010 vintage. Now, any wine connoisseur would know that Cabernet Sauvignon is not white, it's red, and that's a good indicator that we've got something very unusual in this bottle. It's more like a white wine. So the labelling is not consistent with the product. There's also quite a bit of leaking around the label, and around the capping area, they're very amateurish.
Another alarming factor is a residue that has settled in the bottle.
On the bowl of the bottle, you'll see like a dusty film on there.
There's something there.
Yeah, so there's something sitting on there. It's settled in transit.
Officers take a bottle to the ion scan room for further testing, and it's not long before they have a result. Officers have swabbed a phone that this man says is not his, and it's tested positive for methamphetamine.
We have a little bit of a problem. That swab was positive for drugs.
How can it be positive?
Well, it's telling me there are traces of drugs on your phone.
How can it got drug in there?
I don't know why it's got drugs, but it's got drugs on it, so...
The passenger once again tries to explain why he is carrying someone else's phone, but the story still doesn't seem to make any sense.
And your wife's outside today?
Yeah, should be there really.
Yeah, she's there?
Now, Officer Murray has a new plan to try and help determine what exactly is going on.
We're going to go outside and speak to his wife and just compare her story to his, see if she confirms her recent heart attack and things like that, and that as being the reason for the change in the ticket and his early return. As long as those stories match up, we should be fairly happy and he'll be right to go. We're almost done. I'm just going to go and have a chat to your wife and then we'll be done, OK?
But Officer Murray is unable to locate the man's wife, and he is now starting to wonder if he is telling the truth.
Where's your wife?
Why are you asking me that question?
Because I went out to find her and she's not there.
I know, I didn't come out yet. I still stay here until all the way from the dawn.
I know, but is your wife picking you up today?
Yes.
At Sydney's container examination facility, officers are running narcotic analysis tests on a batch of wine that has come in from Chile.
So we've had a successful ion scan. It's come back positive for cocaine.
Officers now test the liquid in the bottle, and straight away there are telling signs.
It doesn't smell like white wine. It's got a very chemical smell about it. So what Paul's doing now is drawing a couple of samples of liquid. We will test them and see what the end results are.
After a few minutes, the results are through.
No readings of cocaine, just looks like all chemicals. It's just given us like rum, ether, ethanol, like there's a whole range of different chemicals within the liquid.
It's hard to get a positive result from liquid sometimes.
The officers believe that there may be masking agents within the wine, which could be responsible for the negative result for cocaine.
Our other instruments gave us readings of cocaine, so we know that there's something there. We've just got to prove that there is something there.
A man travelling on a tourist visa has many work-related messages on his phone, but he has an explanation.
They stole my cell phone by my hand, so I don't.
He claims initially that the phone may have been stolen from him and maybe other people may have used the phone. Then I said to him, well, hang on a sec, the messages indicate saying, hi, it's Pedro, and so forth, and he sort of hesitated. So do you need to tell me anything else about this?
I tried, but I don't get it.
You didn't get any work, so you were looking for work, but you weren't successful in working.
Yeah,
you just wanted to try.
I wanna know if it's easy, because I don't never work here, so I don't know if it's easy.
So during your baggage search, you only have $400 cash on you. Do you have any other access to money to support yourself while you're in Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah? How much money do you have?
I don't know, more than 4,000.
Okay.
Officer Jenny suspends the interview to make some calls to try and shed some light on this passenger's true intentions.
I'm about to call a possible employer to verify whether he's actually worked for them, as the messages on his phone indicate. So we've got a number. Elba, how do you know Pedro? What type of jobs was he helping you out with? Cleaning, yeah? And how often would he help you?
And it seems Pedro has not been telling the truth.
Pedro, I rang Elba and she confirmed that you actually did do some work with her husband and assisted her husband in cleaning work. And they paid you for the work that you did into an account. I believe I've got sufficient evidence that he has done the wrong thing on his visa. He has breached his visa conditions and intention to possibly continue working. Now, based on the information above, there appears to be grounds for cancelling your visa. This visa has been cancelled based on bona fide concerns that you are not a genuine tourist.
Nervous man has told officers his wife is waiting for him in the terminal, but there is absolutely no sign of her.
Where's your wife?
Why are you asking me that question?
Because I went out to find her and she's not there.
I know, I didn't come out yet. I still stay here until all the way from the dawn.
I know, but is your wife picking you up today?
Yes.
I've come back in from outside. We weren't able to locate his wife in the public meeting area. When I've put that to him, he's become quite angry. Why are you angry?
I'm angry because my wife gets sick, my kid nobody look after. I have to leave my dad. Come back right here. Whatever you want, I give you the right answer. Did I?
Customs and Border Protection still need to locate his wife, and this angry outburst is also a serious concern.
But the thing is, he said he's going to talk to my wife before, but he don't even see my wife yet.
We can't find your wife.
A negative narcotics test on a batch of wine from Chile has prompted officers to do further testing.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the next stage where I'm going to try dry out the liquid and get some residue and test that and see what reading that gives us.
A white substance has formed on the cylinder. Officer Paul will now scrape it off and test it.
Just put in my little samples in here.
If this comes back positive, we're very confident that what we've got in the wine is cocaine.
It's come up cocaine. So 94% of that substance that I've scraped off the vials is cocaine. That's a good result.
All the tests have come back positive, and officers are 100% certain there is cocaine suspended in the liquid. The consignment will now be handed over to the Australian Federal Police.
He said he's going to talk to my wife before, but he don't even see my wife yet.
We can't find your wife.
A man returning from Vietnam has readings for traces of methamphetamines on his belongings. And after officers were not able to locate his wife outside in the terminal, he has become angry and uncooperative.
You write down her phone number.
No, I'm not going to write for anything.
This refusal to help is causing even more concern.
It's unusual because someone with nothing to hide would tend to be happy to hand over details that will actually, agree with his story.
Until his wife is contacted, officers will need to continue their checks.
The thing is now, you check me, yeah?
We haven't checked inside you though yet, have we?
Hey.
No.
Hey.
This may prove that there is nothing hidden under his shirt, but that doesn't convince officers that the rest of his body is clear.
And so what we're going to do today is do a frisk search on him, just to see if he is concealing anything on his body.
The frisk is clear, but he is now escorted to a private interview room, so officers can go over the details that concern them.
The unusual reason to change the ticket to come back, previous convictions, the positive iron scan readings, all this has sort of added up so that we can just have a bit more of a chat and speak to him and try and ascertain the story.
There's a chance that he may need to be taken to a local hospital for a scan to see if he has an internal concealment. But he finally hands over his wife's phone number for the officers to cross-check his story.
After further discussions with him and also being able to actually contact his wife via phone, we've confirmed his story There may have been a bit of a mistranslation on whether or not she had a heart attack or just a heart angina sort of problem.
Despite the positive readings for traces of methamphetamines off his belongings, officers are now satisfied that he is not carrying anything across the border that he shouldn't.
And now we're happy with his story and we're letting him go.